CA moved its business model from an international one to one favoring more of local companies on the ground. Would you like to expand on CA's global business model, and how successful has the shift been to local companies on the ground?
As you can imagine, we have different models around the world. So we look for a model that best fits the market, the stage the market's in, and certainly in this case, the skills of the people that are involved. Since '09, we've been working with EOH, who has a great franchise here, not only in terms of culture fit, they have a great approach to how they attract and retain people. In fact, they started an African Infrastructure Management Academy, the first of its kind. So they're very involved with the community and training and skilling and bringing people into the business, which, as you know, in the software business, software and services, it's very key that you get people that are skilled with a lot of capability. So they're dedicated to that, and that model can only be executed locally, truly to be effective. In addition, they have a lot of vertical knowledge. They understand mining, healthcare, retail, and certainly understand the telco business in South Africa. So it's important that software is implemented with the market in mind. So the rate and pace of implementations, technology adoption is best understood locally.
How has the global market move to the cloud affected CA's strategy?
The adoption of cloud is a great inflection point for the technology business. As you might know, since 2008, all IT organizations have been faced with big challenges around great opportunities and also massive cost cuts. So in order to make more efficient use of resources, both in their existing systems and also solve customer needs, the cloud is very, very attractive. Though, of course, there's a lot of hype about the cloud. There's many stages of a cloud, and there's certainly here, for example, in South Africa, virtualization is beginning to take effect. People are looking at how they can prepare their applications for the cloud, and they're very seriously considering how those services can be delivered in different ways. Most CIOs today are faced with a challenge of less resources, but a big push from the business to deliver business service innovation, meaning great customer experience and applications that help the revenue of the company that they work for. So they're looking at all our opportunities with an open mind.
There definitely has been a big drive towards cloud. What are the business benefits of moving to the cloud?
The biggest benefit is flexibility. The ability to add capacity in a way that allows you to use your resources more effectively. In other words, you don't have to buy a lot up front. And also, in most cases, the applications are very mature and capable. So you get a good application quickly, and you can buy it by the byte, so to speak, limiting your costs. Now, I think most cloud opportunities are the analysis of what is called core versus chore. So a lot of organizations want to keep within their own organization their core business knowledge, but they may want to outsource to the cloud or other services more mundane, like email or payroll, et cetera. So there's lots, or expense management. So there's a lot of opportunity to take non-critical or non-core IP and move it out, and take the resources that would normally be done for that and apply to specific business needs.
Based on your international experience, how would you recommend African companies move into the cloud?
Right. So the cloud is two aspects, really: technology and what you really need to deliver for a service for your business and your customers. So once you understand your demand requirements as a technical organization and as a business, you can lay out the path that you want to take. Clearly, the first step that's really pushed cloud is virtualization. So people have been able to take applications and virtualize them and use resources more efficiently. The applications have become portable and more scalable. The real issue, though, is what do companies need to deliver to their customers and to their employees, and how fast can they get those business services into the hands of the people that they're servicing. Once you analyze what you need, you can see what's on the market. Clearly, there are great applications for CRM, payroll, expense management, et cetera, and a lot of industry vertical specific tools. The other aspect is you do want to keep skills within your own organization, so as you separate core versus chore, you can determine the speed of cloud adoption. The other significant component of cloud adoption is security. So most people are concerned about where their data is, how it's accessed, and who accessed it. So the maturity of your cloud services that are available to you, one of the first things people look is the capability of security.
Can you share your experience of how federal organizations in the state use technology and what African companies can take away from this?
Sure. There's been a lot of activity in the U.S. for the last 5 years. The term e-government was formed, where government organizations realized that people wanted access to information in a much faster way. So things like 311 help desk, for example, in New York City was created so that people could get access to the services. So just like in any organization, from the outside looking in, it could be very complex to navigate and get anything done. So state and federal agencies looked at ways to allow faster access through web applications so that, in fact, you could avoid some work because you could get people to be self-help and assist themselves, but also relieve tension about the complexity of bureaucracy. So there's been an adoption of automated web applications to let people get access to information. And of course, there's big projects going on at the federal level to create cloud applications for and portals for people to look at their tax information, to file online tax forms, things of that nature. So you're going to continue to see as municipalities and large governments want to reduce their costs and their complexity, they're going to go to the web and to the cloud, just like an organization would use the advantages of the cloud. Again, though, the biggest issues are security and privacy. So that's a primary requirement and built into a lot of the systems that are evolving.